My name is Mandy Mottram and of SERAGLIO Designs, and I design jewellery. Yeah, I started making jewellery about 5 years ago after I finished my PhD. It was sort of a form of creative catharsis because before that all my creative energies had been going into writing and I was really desperate to make things. The jewellery was really not what I expected to do, but I met somebody while I was doing my PhD who introduced me to a whole lot of new gemstones that had only been discovered recently, and they really excited me, and this was sort of an old passion and interest, and I got back into it and into a fascination with gemstone beads and creating things with them. Well, it's really an organic process. I don't draw designs and then set out to find the beads that are going to make them. I tend to look around and see what sorts of beads are out there, and if I really like the colour or shape of something and it excites me, it's really quite visceral actually, and I then immediately have an idea of how I can use them, and I'll buy them, but I won't necessarily then buy the things that go with them to make that idea. I play with them and then I get ideas as I go along, and in fact everything is really quite organic like that. I string and unstring things lots of times until I get the sort of balance that I'm after, and a lot of it is about colour balance. I work with gemstones and precious and semi-precious mainly, but also precious metal beads, vintage beads, that sort of thing. Well, it's really got a number of aesthetics, my work. My background in Middle Eastern archaeology, and having spent a long time living, working, studying the Middle East, I'm very heavily influenced by that aesthetic. I'm influenced by ancient jewellery quite extensively, but also the sort of Middle Eastern design aesthetic, especially of the Ottoman period, which is why I gave my name as SERAGLIO Designs, which harks back to the Ottoman era. And so I really like the colour, and I like the lavishness of just the whole Middle Eastern decorative aesthetic, and so my work is very, very decorative, but I'm very influenced by mid-century modern design, particularly Danish design, and I restored vintage furniture as well, and the clean lines of that actually influence me a lot too. So my jewellery design is quite varied, so I can go from things that are really quite spare and clean lines to things that are really overly and overtly decorative in fact. My name is Mandy Mottram and I'm a raw artist.